Hmm. I am 41 years old. I am black, gay, and of Nigerian parentage. My parents came to this country in London, England, in the 1950s. They came at an era when Nigeria, like a lot of countries in Africa and other parts of the world, were British colonies, and Britain was seen as a motherland. So they invited people to do jobs that the whites didn't want to do anymore. Just to clarify that the black people who by majority who came here to do the jobs that the white people didn't want to do were from the Caribbeans. The Africans came here, and Africans and the Asians came here to study, like my parents did, and my parents remained. I remained here. My mum let me. My brother and I were in Nigeria in 1968 when I was a baby, being looked after by my grandmother. Before my brother became too boisterous for her, so my mum brought us back to England, and then she took us back to Nigeria. Took us to Nigeria again in 1975. My second eldest sister Kofo and I came back with my mum in 1979, and then Moji and Jimmy came back in 1980. The last time I was in Nigeria was in 1982 when Courtney was 6 months old. Now Courtney is now 27 years old. People say, "Are you ever going to visit Nigeria again?" I've got no reason to. My mum's here. My sisters are here. My nephews and nieces are here. Nephew and niece are here. People say, "Well, you want to move to South Africa?" Well, I like it. Anyway, just a little bit about myself. As again, I'm 41 years old. I'm 6'4.5". I'm openly gay. I came out the closet in 1992. It wasn't something that I actually planned. It was something that I always knew I was different, but I never used the tag homosexual or gay till I was around 21. But I always thought I was gay. When other people wanted to be G.I. Joe or Tarzan or Joe 90 or Stingray, for all of you born in the 80s, you won't know who Stingray. Stingray was a puppet program with strings or whatever in the 1970s. I wanted to be Wonder Woman. I wanted to be Batgirl. I wanted to be Diana Ross, so I knew that was different. I wanted to be a ballerina. That's what I wanted to be. When I was at school in England, when they would take us to the park or whatever, they always led us away, walking hand in hand. I always wanted to hold the boys' hands. I always used to stare at guys' penises. I was sitting on the bus staring at a guy's crutch. I just knew there was something different about me. So the very fact that I'm gay now is no real shock to me. Coming out was strange for me because most people will say, "Oh, what am I going to tell mum and dad? What am I going to tell mum and dad? What am I going to tell mum and dad?" What happened was I've been working in retail. I worked for Boots the Chemist. It's a big chain of stores here in the United Kingdom, and I was sick and tired of working in retail. I was sick and tired of customers checking the money out at me, or I put my hand out and they put it on the counter because they don't want to touch the black hand. Believe me, that what used to happen. They'll put the money on the counter, even though I put my hand out, they could see my hand. They didn't want to touch a black person's hand. I remember working on a cash and wrap where I was doing it for the last couple of hours, and as I putting the stuff inside the bag for this customer, she grabs the bag because she thought I was going to steal it. Then she turns around, sees me in a uniform and says, "Oh, I won't wear for the sticks." So because I'm black, I was going to steal her shopping. I thought to myself, "You insulting little bitch." I just gave her my glare. She laughed, "We're from the sticks." I just looked at her like, and she knew I was in a bad mood from that comment. Anyway, beside that. So as I told you, I've been working in mental health since 1992. I have never been a nurse, never been a psychiatrist, no training whatsoever. So I saw this job that said, looking for support workers to work in a group of people with mental health problems, experience desirable. When I say desirable, it means they will desire. It would be nice if you did have it, but this doesn't matter if you didn't, as training will be given. So I went there. I applied for the job. Usually, when I had done jobs in the past, my mum, who was a service manager in social services, would do the application form with me, do the mock interview with me. Do the application form with me. This time, for the first time in my life, back then, I did an application form myself, and I got shortlisted. So I was telling my mum, I said, "Mum, I got shortlisted, She said, "Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, but they don't discriminate against gay people." She said, "Really? Are you gay yourself?" "Yes." "Would you like a cup of tea?" And that's how I didn't plan it, I just blurted it out. And she was not happy. She was really, really, really cruel to me. The most cruelest thing she ever said to me was, if I had known what you were going to turn out to be when I was carrying in my stomach, I would have had an abortion. And that hurt me so much. That hurt me so much. But it also made me more stronger. That I would challenge her. I wouldn't hide who I am. Back in the day, I'll buy Advocate, which I don't buy anymore. All these gay news magazines and gay novels. Buy them. These like in Brother to Brother, and what's the other one called? I forgot what the other one called that Joseph Bean wrote. And would buy them and throw them away because I didn't want anyone to know. But I rebought them and I put them where everybody can see them. So anytime workmen will come to the house, my mum will drop a blanket over them so nobody will see it, which is quite amusing. But I used to say to her, well, unless the person was gay themselves, they wouldn't know that this was a book about aimed at black gays. So how would they know? So, being who I am. This is just an intro to who I am. I'm very proud of being gay. Over a couple of years ago, I just developed being an atheist because I'm really disillusioned by religion. I always used to think it was just down to the fact that my mum had a stroke, and after all this shittiness my father's done, he didn't have a stroke. Yes, he's going through hardship with him, and he's young, 4 children with this woman, but he can still walk. He can go from A to B. He can do that, whatever. And my mother is reduced a bit to a shell of who she last was. I was becoming delusioned by religion a long time ago. I find the Bible very, very, very disturbing, and I've seen how religion has fucked up the life of a lot of gay people who hate who they are because of religion. But I'm very proud. I'm very, very, almost militantly gay. I'm militantly gay? Yes, militantly gay, and militantly, if there's such a word, an atheist. When people come to my front door saying, can we talk to you about Jesus? I say, I think I pass. And can we leave you some literature? No. I'm very direct, and sometimes people say it's a bit abrupt, but I'm just very direct. No. No, I don't want it. I'm not going to say, no. No. No, I don't want it. I'll give you a little insight into who I am. This is about a wee bit about Dele. I don't go to gay clubs anymore. I just find gay clubs. And I think even if I went to straight clubs, it would be exactly the same. I find them mind-numbingly boring. I just feel, I enter them and I say, I want to go home. This is so boring. It does nothing whatsoever for me. So when my friend Joseph or other people come from South Africa to London, they always want to go to Bootylicious or go to Heaven or the Fruit Machine or whatever. And what keeps me from my brain from going to sleep is the factor that I don't get to see him or see them on a regular basis. I get to see them every 6 or 7 months. That's what keeps me focused. Apart from them, I do not go. I just find it really, really boring. I prefer we have some food and some drinks and all of us sit around chatting, or we go to a dinner party or something like that. We're having our minds stimulated by different subjects, then playing music that I don't particularly like. The last time I went to a club with was my friend Joseph, who was to go to Bootylicious, and I swear to you, I can count on one hand the number of people who were dancing. Majority of the people were standing still, looking around, or talking on a balcony, smoking, because now in the United Kingdom you cannot smoke in enclosed places, i.e. in restaurants, in bars. If you want to smoke, you have to smoke outside. So now clubs now have a place outside where people go and smoke, because you can't smoke in clubs anymore or bars, which is very good for me because I don't come home stinking of cigarettes anymore. So that is a great thing. So I give it a little insight into me as we wrap up. Please subscribe and leave a comment. Ciao!